EPTA Regulatory News Voices. Conversations on the latest trends and regulations in commercial refrigeration. Good morning. Thanks to the 2024 European Union regulation, we already have a new frontier, a new update, a new vision on what the use of refrigerant gases will be. In light of these innovations in the European field, what could be the consequence that impacts on the European industry? Good morning. I'm Marco Ferraro and I'm with Francesco Mastrapasqua, EPTA Institutional Affairs Manager. We are here to discover these details together. Good morning, Francesco.
Good morning, Marco. Good morning, everybody.
So I would like to start with reading a sentence here, and for sure I leave you to comment. Meeting the needs of the present without compromising the ability of future generations to meet their own needs. What are your comments about it?
Well, that's a very interesting phrase, a sentence, Marco. This tells us a lot about what is sustainability. Sustainability means preserving the resources of the planet, preserving the planet as it is, pure, to allow the future generations to also benefit and live within it with enough resources to meet their own needs, And so this tells us that we have to be very careful, very responsible on the use of resources and the impacts, the traces that we leave on the planet, And for us, it's a critical driver of development and innovation for our business, particularly for EPTA and for commercial refrigeration. For us, the EPTA approach to ESG sustainability, so not only environmental but also social and global, all global sustainability is essential. We tend to consider sustainability into the two sides of sustainability, which is preserving and using less resources and less impacts on the planet. Throughout all the lifetime of our products and systems, and including our business in general, globally. So using less materials, using recyclable materials, and materials that at the end of the life of the product can be reused and can be returned pure to do other products is essential, as well as saving energy, not only making products that are efficient, of course, reducing consumptions, but also using materials that have less impact, using less energy to produce our products. Saving resources is key for the future. And for us, it is a critical driver of innovation. We are going in this direction and we think of future products as sustainable as possible,
Francesco, sorry, can you give us other details about the EPTA approach on the ESG sustainability?
Yes. We tend to measure, let's say, the global impact of our product. So all the environmental impact indicators that we have for our products. So not only the energy consumption, but also the impact, also the chemical impact of our products. This is all environmental. Using natural refrigerants and doing efficient products is not enough these days. The new frontier of innovation is the LCA, life cycle assessment, all the environmental impacts of our products in all their life, from cradle to grave. This is our vision of sustainability, Marco.
I see. So how the regulation can help the European companies to grow, to be competitive for the future?
Well, sustainability of our business is normally also traced by some regulations and new directives that are given from the European Commission and the European institutions to drive our developments to be more and more sustainable. I would say the first that were applied, let's say, years ago, and recently this year we had a renewal of this regulation is the F-gas regulation. Abandoning F-gases is important because F-gases have important impacts on the environment, climate warmers, we may say, and also we may say also polluters as far as PFAS are concerned. Doing efficient products means reducing the carbon emissions of our products during their manufacturing, assembly, use and dismantling. This is another key target that lies within the Ecodesign and energy labeling regulations. And then we have the new frontier again, ringing the bell, the ESPR, Ecodesign for Sustainable Product Regulations, that will, let's say, look at our products throughout their whole life, also manufacturing, the origin of our products, and also how our products can be end-of-life processed in order to recover the materials. The circular economy is a central part of it. And very soon our products will have to bear a digital product passport that will describe in detail all the impacts of our products and all the circularity of the materials. ESPR regulation, very important. As far as our company, our group is concerned, we will have new directives and regulations that will require us, will commit us to manage the entire greenhouse gas emissions of our businesses. So let's say the CSRD directive is already mandatory, and we will have soon to give clarity to the market on our emissions, scope 1, 2 and 3. So upstream, core and downstream emissions, to be able to manage all our impacts and also state plans to reduce our greenhouse gas emissions in a plan, in a schedule that has to meet the Paris Agreement, because all we want is not to disturb the planet, you know, to warm up the planet. Yep. We have commitment for 1.5 degrees Celsius, which is our target, and we have to meet them because we see the consequences of global warming more and more year after year. So this is something that we have to consider central for our business.
Yeah. Is there anything else to add concerning the green transition, Francesco?
Green transition for our products is very important. Is the new frontier, is innovation has to target sustainability. Sustainability by all means, it will be the most important and core driver of innovation. So for us means using natural refrigerants. Natural refrigerants do not have any impact on the environment because we're talking about substances which are there since the beginning and are naturally abundant in the atmosphere. So using natural refrigerants means no chemical impact, no impact on the environment, you know, on the planet. Second, efficiency, growing in efficiency. We have now on our products since 3 years energy classes and energy labels that can address our clients to choose the best-in-class products. All A-class products will be privileged in the future, saving energy and therefore cutting greenhouse emissions. And then I would say choosing our internal manufacturing processes and the materials, as I said, with a circular vision. Materials that have been used to make products before can be reused for our products, and we can return them pure, safe for other products later on. Yeah, that circular economy is extremely important, Marco.
Okay. So let's have a look now about the corporate environmental regulations and directives. What can you say about it?
They are, let's say, appearing these days. This is the age called regulatory tsunami, you know. I don't think anything tells better what we are living today than regulatory tsunami. Well, all these directives that are appearing and becoming little by little mandatory for our companies commit our companies to have a sustainable vision, which is a good thing, as I said, because sustainability is central in this age. At the same time, you know, sometimes they look a little bit too extreme. We don't feel ready for them. And this, of course, is a reason of concern for some companies and in our field also, because meeting these regulations and directives is not easy. The best way to achieve these goals and to follow these directives is try to prepare for them, which brings us to the values, you know. If our value is to be sustainable by heart, then probably we will get prepared for these directives before they enter into force, which is the best and I would say also the most sustainable way to follow the sustainability directives. And so preparing for the directives means trying to apply these principles, you know, sustainability, energy saving, savings, cutting impact of our products on the environment has to be something that we have in our heart. It's something that we have to think about when we wake up in the morning, how to be more sustainable. You know, is turning off lights, is closing the tap of the water, is these little things. If you are this kind of person, then within the spirit of your business, you can translate this into our global activity and prepare for these new directives, which will then be something like a natural process, you know, not a shock anymore. Sure. A shock is not good. A shock generates unnecessary costs. And this is what also we fear sometimes. So let's try to prepare for the new scheme, this new scenario of regulations before they enter into force, and try to be prepared for them.
Okay. So Francesco, what about the ESG, sustainability along the supply chain?
Well, Marco, ESG means that sustainability is not only environmental, it's also social, you know, it's governance. It means respect for the people that are working in our company, the EPTA people. It means respect for the society, also doing something public for social life, for investing in the growth of the people in general, and respecting the diversity, respecting all the needs of the people, not only the EPTA people, but globally. All this is also sustainability, because it makes our business sustainable for the future. If we respect the environment, we respect the society and our people, which we absolutely need all of them to carry our business, to be successful, you know, then we will be sustainable. Sustainability is more than just environmental. It's ESG sustainability.
Okay. Thank you again, Francisco, for your words and for this analysis that we have made together. And I would like to thank our audience, to our followers till this moment, and I invite you all for further conversation soon. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Marco. Bye-bye.